we saw yesterday that there were two ways of expressing the same thing. One was this, where you had an angle and a magnitude, remember? And the other one, where you said you were going 3 in the x-axis and 4 in the y-axis, you remember? But both of these represent what we call a vector. This one did it by doing 2 steps, always from the origin, which is the airport. Think of planes all the time. You start out here, you go 3 to the left, and then 4 up. And this is where you would end up, and this is what you would get, right? Remember? And the other option was going straight here, knowing that there's an angle of 30, and going straight to the point where you want to go, which is 10 miles away, okay? That's what we saw yesterday. And I told you, today I'm going to teach you to go from one way to another. And what's the thing that relates them together? The fact that they both have a hypotenuse, which is this arrow right here, and you always have to represent it with an arrow because it has to have direction, remember? Magnitude and direction, like vector.
Vector.
So, this one, if you look at it, if you do this, voila, you have this one. And over here, this one has the arrow, voila, you have this. So they're interchangeable. The thing is, in one, they give you the hypotenuse and the angle. Sorry. And in the other one, they give you the legs.
The legs.
These are called legs. In a right triangle, they're called legs. Okay? So, the only thing that you know that with these two, you can easily find the hypotenuse, can't you? How do you find the hypotenuse?
H squared equals 4 squared
Very
plus
good.
3 squared.
I'm going to call it H. I'm going to call it M because of magnitude. Okay? 4 squared plus 3 squared
Equals 8 squared.
equals
M squared.
square root equals M, right? And if I want to find this angle, what do I have? What information do I have? I have the opposite and the adjacent, right? What trigonometric function uses opposite and adjacent?
Sine.
Tangent.
Tangent,
Oh,
very
tangent.
good. So we know that the tangent of the angle is going to be the opposite over the adjacent. Therefore, theta is going to be inverse tangent of 4 over 3. Does that make sense? So once I get the angle, I'm going to have it this way. I'm going to have the angle, I don't know how much this is. Can anybody find out how much this is?
Yeah.
I know this is 5.
Oh, 4 over 3 equals.
Tan 4 over 3.
Inverse tangent of 4 over
53.13.
53?
0.13.
0.13. Okay. So we know that this is 53.13. So how can we express 3i plus 4j in polar coordinates? Well, now we know that the magnitude is 5.
3 right.
It would be 5, that weird angle thing, 53.13. This and this and this is exactly the same. Okay? Just expressed differently. Is that clear? Now let's do it the other way around.
What?
I know that this one says it's 10 angle 30. Right?
Yes.
How do we find I and J?
With sine.
With sine and
Cosine.
sine and cosine.
Hard
This
past
one,
knowledge to
this one would be cosine, right? And this one would be sine. Why? Because it's the opposite and the adjacent. So let's find first this one. This one would be 10 cosine of 30. Right?
Yeah.
No, let me go. I
Yeah,
have
yeah,
too much
miss.
silence. I. Let's do I first. I, you know that the cosine of 30 is equal to what?
To 3.
I over 10. I mean,
I'm going to call it A and B, but you know it's I and J. A and B,
So I
okay?
forgot the equation.
It would be I, A over 10, right?